Alright, WrestleMania 41 predictions. Are you excited? Are you nervous? How are we feeling? If you're new around here and you love wrestling, new, old, in between, reviews, predictions, essays, discussions, whatever, I do all types of wrestling content. Subscribe for more. Like this video up. Drop a comment below. Which match do you think is going to be the best match at WrestleMania 41? And honestly, I think the most slept on match is going to be Drew and Damien's street fight match. But let's get into predictions. I have the supposedly supposed to be the match card layout for night 1 and 2, but it could change. So if it's wrong, don't sue me. I'm just a guy, you know. Wow, that was so bad. I'm just an idiot who makes YouTube videos. That sounds better. Anywho, the opening match for night 1 is the War Raiders versus the New Day. And honestly with you people, I do not care about this match. I have no hype. I'm not expecting a WrestleMania classic. I'm just expecting a match that opens the show and closes the show. Not closes, that starts the show and that's about it. I don't know. New Day wins, that's about it. Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable. I'm not calling him that. I don't care. Another match that I really don't care about. I mean, it's gonna be good because they're both great wrestlers. I just not interested in it at all. And this one goes to Chad Gable. But here's where night 1 actually starts cooking with some grease. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. And now, I know it's most likely going to be Jade, but I'm going to be a gambling man, and I'm going to put my money on Naomi to beat Jade. I think Naomi is going to get a big push this summer, and she could be the one that dethrones Tiffany if she beats Charlotte. I'm hoping she does, but my pick for this match is Naomi. Then we have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Champion. They really mishandled LA Knight with his US title runs. He definitely deserved better. They should have done way more with him. But that's not the case here, there, or now. I have Jacob Fatu. I think Jacob Fatu is way too hot. He's too entertaining. He's too fun. And I think you can give him a nice title reign to SummerSlam. Maybe Survivor Series if you're feeling a little froggy. I think it could work. At first, I wasn't really crazy with Jacob Fatu. I seen his work. I knew he had capability of being great, but like, I was scared he'd be another Solo or something like that. Nah, man, he makes Solo look like a nothing, and I hate saying that because Solo has talent, but Jacob is him. Shout out to Jacob. Anywho, Gunther versus Jey Uso. In a magical world, Gunther would squash Jey Uso, and life would be peachy. But that's not going to happen, and Jey Uso is going to win this match. They're not doing all this hype, underdog story stuff for him to lose. Jey Uso is going to be the world champion. That's such a weird statement. Imagine, go back in 5-6 years ago in time and tell someone that with a straight face. They would throw stones at you. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Jey winning, but like, as if we're being realistic here, if WWE is smart enough, he won't get a long reign, so I ain't gonna complain too much. And Jey does deserve a big moment, and he's worked his ass off, so I'm not gonna sit here and be all Mr. Negative. Shout out to Jey Uso and Gunther. Anywho, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship. For the love of God, do not let Charlotte Flair win that belt. If Charlotte Flair walks out WrestleMania as women's champion, me and Triple H is gonna fight in a Hell in a Cell. I know he has heart problems, and I respect it. I'm gonna fight that man. Please do not put that belt on Charlotte Flair. Tiffany can literally lose the belt the next night to anyone else, just for love of the game. But just do not put that belt on Charlotte at WrestleMania, please. Hands and knees. Okay. Now, the main event of night 1 is Roman, Seth, and Punk. We all know this, and obviously speaking here, my money is on Punk. And now, before you go, because you're a Punk fan, I'm also a huge Seth fan if you watch the channel. And here's why I think Punk is going to win this, though. Real talk. Punk steals the match. Let me explain. Roman goes in to attack Seth, and Seth almost had Punk beat. Like, it was like he set him up for a curb stone, Roman goes for a spear, Seth counters, and they keep fighting. And Roman throws Seth out the ring. Punk is not there. Punk hits him out of nowhere, catches him off guard, throws him up for GTS. Boom. 1, 2, 3. He pins Roman. Roman's upset. Roman's like, dude, you cost me the match. You cost me. And Seth's like, nah, dog, you cost me. You're always in my way. And Roman's like, no. You always been in my way. And that sets up their feud for SummerSlam. Easy money. Send me a check, WWE. CM Punk wins, has all the wins in the world, and we lead up for Punk and John Cena at SummerSlam. Night 1, night 2 main event right there. Thanks, WWE. I'll take my paycheck whenever you have time. Just send it to me. We'll talk business. But no, Punk is winning though. Punk is hand down winning this thing. They haven't made this big deal of him being his first Mania for him to lose. That would be kind of funny, but also really awful. Night 2. Opening match is supposed to be AJ Styles versus Logan. Let me say this. I do not like Logan Paul. As a wrestler, as a person, as anything you cannot like him as. I don't like him. And now, if you take him, one of my goats, one of my all-time favorite, if you take AJ Styles and have him take a pinfall loss to Logan Paul, AJ Styles has not won a Mania match since, I believe, 35, if I'm correct. And if you have him lose to Logan the YouTuber Paul at WrestleMania in the opening match of Night 2, I'm going to die. I'm just going to explode. Just don't. AJ Styles needs to win. Logan Paul can go off and do his crappy boxing in the summer against his brother or whatever he does. Leave him out of this company and give AJ Styles a win. Please and thank you, the management. Anywho, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Hands down, Drew needs this win. I'm being so serious. I love Damian. Damian's great. Give Drew, I repeat, give Drew McIntyre this victory. All you gotta do, you can have them both look strong, beat the tar out of each other in a street fight, let Drew get this victory, and move him on for a world title shot later down this year. Have him even beat Jake for the belt and to get his Bloodline Revenge art. Just do not mess this up. Drew needs to win. Clean as day. That's all you need to happen. Well, not really clean because there's no disqualification. But you get the point I'm making though. Whatever. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley. This match makes me so mad. Let's talk about it. I've talked in this video, I'm mentioning my video again, that you should have both mid-card belts on WrestleMania to make them feel important. And you only have one, and it's not them defending the belt. They're in a random tag team with one of their rivals against Liv and Raquel. Well, you know Liv and Raquel is going to win because Liv just had such an amazing year. They're going to reward her with a Mania moment. And you have like Kira, the IC champion, had take 2 non-title pinfall losses to either Liv Raquel and her one to Bayley early this year. I need you, after Mania, take them belts off of Lyra and Chelsea and put them on someone else. Call Becky. Hey Becky, I know you're acting right now. Here's a check. Come back for a few months. Roxanne, here's a check. Liv, here's a check. Just, you know what? If Bianca doesn't win at Mania, hey Bianca, here's a check. This is enough. Lyra is a great wrestler, but it's just they ruined it. They ruined it, and they ruined it once again. They saw the internet pressurizing them, and they go, "Well, we should listen to the internet," and we got nothing. We got gabagoo garbage. Whatever. Then we get Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Now this is kind of a hard one because I feel like realistically anyone can win this match. They all have a strong chance, but with Steiner out, I'm just kidding. But no, realistically though, I had to pick one. I know, but I'm going to go with Penta. But I do believe in an odd way. I have a feeling that Dom's going to win, and it's going to set up the downfall of the Judgment Day. Because Dom is going to steal Finn Balor's quote-unquote moment, and Dom is going to pick up the win. And that is going to be crazy and going to be really exciting for SummerSlam. But honestly, though, I think it's going to be Penta. I think Penta's been built up so hot. They teased him and Braun's match a while back. It's going to be Penta, though, in my opinion, I believe. And now we got Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Champion. And here's the thing with this though, right? I believe in my heart that Bianca should win and she should retain her streak and win the belt. But the logic, they're not going to do it to Io Sky, and I do believe Io Sky is going to get the win here and carry this belt to at least SummerSlam, which isn't a bad thing because we all love Io, everyone loves Io, but we all do know one thing: Rhea Ripley's taking the pin. She is taking that pin, brother. Get ready for it. It's going to happen. And last, but definitely not least, we have the main event of night 2: Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. And now, I'm not a gambling man, and I'm not a betting man, but I do believe Cena will win this. And now, let's not discredit Cody. A lot of people like to come in here and go, well, Cody sucks, Cody's bored, Cody. Like, the Cody hating is crazy. Like, I thought I was a negative person, but the way you people hate Cody sometimes blows my mind. But, if you just had all this Cena hype turn heel, him barely show up during the feud, and have him be all, oh, I'm gonna come for the championship, I'm gonna win it and leave the company with the belt, and da. If they're gonna do all this talk just for him to lose, I have no interest in anything else he does. I don't care. I don't want him to win the belt and hold it for one day and give it back. No. Let him have a reign. Let him hold it to SummerSlam. Make it semi-interesting. Have him lose the belt to someone, have him redemption arc being a good guy or something like that, and have him run back through and have him lose or send someone over, put someone over, or whatever you want to do. But like, we don't need Cody winning. Cody's one of the few people in the WWE right now who could take major losses back to back and be fine. Him, Roman, and maybe Punk are the only 3 I can think of that can do that. Only. But, anywho, these are my predictions. These are my thoughts on the matches. What do you guys think? Who do you have winning? Let me know down in the comments below. Like always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out and take care.